Quilt Roadies. Thank you for stopping by. I really needed the company today. For anybody who's new, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm having one of those couple days, and so coming to you with my heart in my hand is like the best thing I can do. The world sometimes gets to be scary, and I just want to stitch. I know. My family is filled with beautiful Asian women who, are career oriented and have families, and I just, it can be challenging some days not to wake up and just cry for the anger in the world. So what am I doing? I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you to share my quilting life and to hopefully hear some words of kindness and prayer. That's what I want. I'm asking you for help. Yeah. So, what am I doing? Well, I'm trying to get organized. I know that we are going to be on a quilt roadie trip one of these days, and not too far future. And so I decided to plan. And after talking to Jen Kingwell and realizing that there's so many blessings in the world, and that Australians normally are travelers, but now it's kind of restricted. But finding the joy in whatever we're able to do, she so enabled me. And so the day after I decided to go to Pioneer Quilts because I needed a boost. And this is where I know I've come full circle. 2021 was supposed to be that year of using up your stash, of not spending on a bunch of your craft and all of that. But I don't know what I read all of the comments, and I received two that really struck a chord with me. And one was a woman in her 70s, which I'm not far away from, and she made the comment that she gets joy with the dreams that comes in buying fabric or buying a project, and that if that's all she gets out of it in this life, then it was worth it, So I thought, oh, okay, maybe I need to stop beating myself every time I fall off the fabric wagon. And then there was a quote or an essay that was sent, and it was through Messenger, and it was about later, or postponing, or someday, and that someday is already here today because it was our someday from before. And so whatever we plan to do, I don't know if this makes sense, but you can't live in the later or the someday. You've got to embrace the day. So after talking to Jen, I went to Pioneer Quilts and I bought some fabric. Now, I bought fabric. I have a project. It's a secret project that I needed some sky fabric for, and so I bought two pieces. I didn't know which one I was going to like better in this project, so I bought two, a yard of each. And so, isn't that gorgeous with the trees? Oh gosh, and it's like this deep mottled blue, and it is called Woodland Winter. It's a Hoffman Spectrum print, for those of you who must run out and get it. And then I saw this print with all the birds, the seabirds flying around. And it's, as you can see, it's a totally different blue than this other one. So I decided I was going to get a yard of that because I'm not quite sure which way I want to go. And this one is by Deborah Edwards and Melanie Samra of Northcott. So I bought those two pieces. And in the spirit of Jen Kingwell and her little mini prints and my Spring Daisy Hexie challenge, sew along, I bought some little prints. And I just bought fat quarters of these. This one had, look at the octopus. Oh my gosh. And then here's the little houses in blue. And my little sheep. I seem to think I might have that already. Look at the umbrellas. And then since Spring Daisy Stitchery, which she is the coordinator of the hashtag Hexie Flower Sal, is a science teacher, I bought these two prints. Oh yeah, they have to go into my Hexie quilt. Yeah, so I have a desire and a dream to start the my town, the project by Jen Kingwell that everyone want it, and you can see it all over social media. It's so, because you can create your own city. You can create what you want to into it. You can make that city a representation of your history or your ancestry or your favorite places. I mean, my mind is all over the place with that project. So I am going to, I have a dream to start that this year. That's going to happen. But what am I doing as far as my Hexies go? So this is what I thought. I am doing a Zoom class, kind of mentoring a Zoom class at the Stitching Post on the 31st of March. And so I know I'm going to be on the road there, going back over the mountain to Sisters. And I wanted to kind of focus on a project, because literally we don't have a lot of room in the van. You have to be very efficient in what you're taking. And you have to plan well, because in reality what I do want to do is take everything and willy-nilly do what I feel like. But that's not the life on the road. That's not the life of a nomad. You have to be a little more efficient. You have to pack really well. You have to prioritize, which is not really on my list of behaviors for a quilt roadie. You know, a quilt roadie just wants to take it all. You want to fit this whole thing into the van, but that is not going to happen. So I knew that I'd be taking a bit of wool stitching. Of course, I have to consolidate. I can't bring all my threads, so I'm going to specifically bring the threads that work with the projects that I am going to bring. And then I thought, this is the absolute perfect time to get ahead on my Hexies. Not get ahead, catch up. Catch up on my Hexies. So, how to do that? I fell way far behind on the hashtag Hexie Flower Sal during the move. And then once you fall behind on a project, you feel overwhelmed. You just feel overwhelmed. It's just the nature of the beast. it's kind of like book club book if you didn't catch up, you know. I always feel really smug if the book club book I have finished like 2 weeks before the book club meets. And I just want to, while I'm talking about book club, I will share with you our latest book club choice, which we'll be discussing this week. And it was called, I just want to get the author right. Okay, there it is. It was called, this is a choice of one of the book club members, The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. Excellent book. Uncomfortable, yes. Excellent book, though. Just an excellent book. So I would definitely put that on your reading list. So back to the Hexies. What I decided to do is Spring Daisy Stitchery, who is sponsoring the Hexie Sal, she puts out 2 Hexies a week, 2 themes, I should say, every Sunday. And, no, I didn't say that right. She puts out 1 theme every Sunday, and you make 2 Hexies based on that theme. So it's not like it's a big, a big deal. But when I fell behind, I felt like I was swimming uphill. And so what I decided to do was to go back, because she posts on her Instagram. If you go and you join her Instagram, she is the English paper piecing queen. And if you go back to January, every Sunday you see what the theme is. So I went back to where I had left off, and I started organizing myself by putting them in. I have these old cross-stitch baggies that were left to me by a dear departed, the sister of a dear departed friend, and I decided I'm using these for my Hexies. So, like week 26, I wrote week 26 on there. The theme was love. And so now I have all the things cut out and ready to make into Hexies for that week. 2 Hexies in each of these baggies, you see, so that I can kind of catch up. I thought that was the only way I could do it, was that I would label them, what week they were for, and know that there were 2 of them in each one. And so then as I did them, I get caught up, which is, if I do say so myself, brilliant. Because if that's all you take, if that's only 1 or 2 options to do while you're on the road, you know yourself. We have got to stitch, and so I'm going to stitch that. I'm just going to stitch it. The other thing was, this was always my go-to Hexie box, and it still is here in the Beehive. What happened, though, the last time I took it on the road, is that the top got dented, because this is just this cute little tin box. And I thought, this is not really practical. This is not really practical for everything I need on the road, even as cute as it is. So it is going to be my Beehive Hexie box. What am I taking on the road? My Yazzie Bag. Now this Yazzie Bag, if you go on the site for Yazzie Bags, this one, I don't know what they call it. And it's really difficult to see from the pictures what size it really is. So I'm going to tell you, this bag measures 12 inches by 10 inches, 10 inches, 12 inches, 2 inches. I decided, and these things are sturdy. They'll, I mean, you know when you see at the airport, you see the baggage guy going across the tarmac and something flies off? I've seen that. Suitcase flies off. This is the kind of bag, if that happened to, it would be okay, because this is so tough. It is so tough. So I've decided this is my go-to travel Hexie bag. So 10 inches by 12 inches by 2 inches. Now, because I made it my Hexie bag, I had to put a Hexie on it. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? So cute. So I made the Hexie, and then I just slip stitched it down with, I use silk thread, because silk is the strongest fiber, and it, when you sew Hexies with it, it just melts into the fabric if you give it a little tug, so you don't see the thread. But I can't get over how cute this looks. So this is my go-to Hexie bag. So let me show you how I pack it. And look at how it's going to be very compact to take with me in Penny. So this bag has 1, 2, 3, 4 of these different configuration envelopes. So I have Hexie papers and Mylar Hexies. I have, oh, there's the Mylar Hexies, and there's the Hexie template that I use to cut out. You can see through that template to cut out the fabric. I have my foam pens that I use for the starch before I press my Hexies, and then my needles and my little clips and my thread, my silk thread. And then I have a pair of scissors, and then here's I'm cutting out a bunch of the background to be able to stitch. So that all fits in there like that. And then these baggies that are filled with all the different weeks for Hexies that I need to make are already cut out and ready to go. I hope this is the screenshot, because this is so freaking cute. And it wasn't hard to stitch. One of the great things about this particular bag is that, let me just show you. The back side of this bag, the top of this bag, didn't have a plastic pocket, so I could fold it and stitch, you know. And I just slip stitched it around, and then yeah, so this is the bag that's going with me. I think I have just maybe 2 or 3 more weeks of Hexies to put together in baggies. I have to look up on her, that Spring Daisy Stitchery, I have to look on her Instagram to see what week and what day I might be missing. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 20 Hexies done, Hexie flowers done. So, yeah, this one plan has made me feel so much more in control of my world. So I'll put the link for Yazzie. You can, I'll put their link, but you can find Yazzie, like Pioneer Quilts has Yazzie bags that are on sale. Sue Spargo has Yazzie bags. A lot of places have Yazzie bags for sale. So just know that this is the 12 by 10 by 2 inch bag that I'm using for my Hexies, although you might need a bigger bag if you have a lot more Hexies. Yeah, so that's it. That's it for today. I am going to be cutting out some more fabric. I'm going to see if any of these meet the criteria. Otherwise, I'm going to be going through my stash and looking to fill in some of those. I have, let's see, I still have wind, solid, liquid, gas, and story to do. 5 more weeks for the hexies. So that's 10 hexies total I need to cut out and get ready. And then I'm going to just take my little iron, my baby iron with me, and I'll be all set. Especially if I love to take this, it's so flat, it just fits, you know, it fits everywhere. And it's an ironing board on one side and a cutting board on the other. So I'll be taking that with me whenever we go. Yeah. Good times ahead. I hope you all are healthy. I hope you all are able to get your vaccine, and that maybe this summer our world will open up a little more. I have to show you this card that a friend sent me because it is absolutely lovely. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched, but must be felt with the heart. You take care, everybody. Love you, and thank you for coming by.